Candidly, Sharon hates inaction. Go after what you want, or someone else will. Get after it.
Alright. Give yourself an uppercut. Give them nothing. A whole level of... Maybe they're fabulous, maybe they're full of shit. Sharon H. rolling out my weekly dose of unapologetic candidness. Ever been afraid to go after what you want? Well, let me tell you, you ain't a Robinson Crusoe. Keep watching all the way to the end for my real raw take on why you should go after what you want right now. Why you've got to stop focusing on others and why no one else cares. Just remember, everything in this video is coming from my own perception and viewpoint. Take what advice you want and let the rest slide right off of you like Teflon. And if you like straight shooting, be sure to hit that sub button because you're going to get plenty of that right here. Well-made excuses why we can't go after what we want, right? You know, all the little scenarios we conjure up in our brain of why we can't. But how many of these excuses are just little crutches we lean on to avoid the possibility of failure? Perhaps even on some level we fear the possibility of winning, fearing we won't be up for all that it entails. Why, you may ask? I'm guessing it's some kind of imposter syndrome effect where we simply fear we just don't deserve it. We just aren't bloody good enough. Well, let me tell you, that's a whole lot of pig's ass. We deserve it just as much as anybody else. We spend so much of our lives comparing ourselves to others. We build this image in our head of how stupid we'll look if we jump but just don't hit the mark of others' expectations. Often it's our own expectations for ourselves that screws us up ways, left ways, and sideways. You know what takes the most balls, the most backbone, and the absolute very most valor, in my opinion? That very first leap into that no fucks given zone where there are none. If you ever let the fear of what others may think or say hold you back, hit that like button for me right now. You hit that like button and go you, for honesty takes courage. But if you still find yourself swaying away from your aspirations in fear others may judge you, then give yourself a fucking uppercut, as that shit's gonna lead you up the beaten track and take you nowhere good. You do not go after your dreams, someone else surely will, and you know how much more chance they will have of fulfilling them than you. 100%. And every day you fail to go after them, you are missing out 100%. There isn't much chance of accomplishing something you are willing to give zero effort towards, unless you are one lucky mofo who has some strike of fortune fall in your lap. And what are the odds of that? Not bloody much. Possible, of course, but not probable. And as the saying goes, if you do not ask, you shall not receive. And in my opinion, being proactive in going after what you want is like asking the universe for a helping hand. Figure out what it is you want and climb any mountain it takes to acquire it. There comes a time we have to stop making excuses. Fear of what others may think or say if we fall down and scrape our knees. It's not valid enough reason to chain ourselves to our apprehensions and stay there. We cannot allow ourselves to be the puppet of another's puppeteering, even if it's all merely delusions of our own mind. Doubts can be paralyzing, and when we are paralyzed by doubt, it will be impossible for us to move forward. Fact is, unless someone is obsessed with us, if we are a threat to their ego, no one else cares how many times we fall down. Most only care how many times they themselves fall down. All that matters on the way to success is how many times we get the hell back up. We don't learn much by everything going right, but oh man, we learn so much when shit hits the fan and things go wrong. All my life I've felt there was more for me, something pulling at me, something I'm here to accomplish before I die. Always feeling I'm on the cusp of something, but unsure what. I still feel that. I somehow wonder how I even got here to doing this. The other day I had this random memory of being about 5 years old, and we had this big industrial space out the back of our house. And I said to my brother, we could fill this with people and talk. and make them all happy. I remember he called me stupid, as brothers typically do. I've no idea where that came from in my little mind, but from a tiny little girl, I've had this pull to be a voice for others, but except I had pushed that from my memory until recently. 2017, I had a psychic medium tell me I will have a platform one day where I will speak to many. And she could see me speaking to a packed stadium. And my response was, fuck no, I will not. Actually, I can still not imagine that. And I gotta say, my response has not greatly differed to that one. But then, never thought I'd be here either. Considering I was there having an energy cleanse and hypnotherapy for anxiety, I certainly did not see me talking in any capacity in the near future. Not in a blasted stadium and not on YouTube either. Almost 2 years ago, I had another psychic and a numerologist both contact me on Instagram and tell me I needed to get on YouTube. Again, my reaction was screw that, not happening. No way. But you know what? Something drew me. Just go for it. And with some convincing after showing my closest friends their messages, here I am. And this is why you've just got to go for it too. I never ever saw myself doing this. I never even thought I'd have 5 videos in me. And this right here is my 100th video. And whether you've been here for all or just jumped in recently, I'm so grateful for you all. You've helped me so much. I can't believe this is video 100. Like, where did this side of me come from? I never in a million years thought that I would have people listening to me talk for 100 videos. I never thought I'd even have 50 people sub, least of all almost 700. Small by YouTube standards, but for a recovering queen of self-doubt, every one of you are a big deal to me. Has it been easy? Fuck no. This took me so far out of my depth, I feared drowning. I've had almost zero support from people in my everyday life. Most I don't think have even watched one video. If they have, they sure as hell haven't told me. But they've shown me I can do this without them. I've had people who have no relevance to my life or business tearing me down from the shadows, mocking me, willing me to fail. Not to my face, but screenshots don't lie. These people's cowardice has shown me what strength is. It is me. And it is any one of you who dare to go after what you want. I'm sweating like a blue-ass fly. I'm the one putting myself out here under the spotlight. They are the ones lurking in the darkness, spitting toxicity. Oh, their bravery. Their bravery is astounding. I've come a long way. I literally vomited when my first video dropped. If you've not seen my earlier videos, go back and watch. I was petrified like a deer in headlights. If you've ever found yourself questioning whether your friends are real friends or fake friends, then keep watching. This journey is hard. It can be soul destroying or it can be food for the soul. It's all in perspective. It's all second nature to me now, and I'm sure my fellow creators are hearing me here. Man, if it's done nothing else, it's helped me find my strong, whilst always a straight shooter. Most of my life I also watered myself down in fear of what others would think, what others would say. No more. I can honestly say the irrelevant no longer hold relevance. And you shouldn't give a fuck what people that have no relevance think or say about you either. This is our life, our journey. Let them find their bloody own. Let them do better, be better. If they truly believe they hold the secret formula to winning at life. And pigs may fucking well fly too. I have obliterated the old me. She exists no more. And I want you to smash any fear in you to oblivion too. When I began this channel, I promised myself to be 100% true to who I am. Unfiltered, candid, and real. Not only for me, but for you, my audience too. To stand up for the underdog and all that I believe in. And I've stood by that wholeheartedly. And whilst my goal isn't to fill arenas, my channel may gain traction. It may not. But even if my videos serve to help some of you believe in yourselves, to not give a rat's ass, to stop focusing on others whose opinions are equivalent to nothingness. And my work here is done. I mean, I have no idea what the future holds for me, and you have no idea what the future holds for you. But we can be the master of pulling our own strings. I want you to stop focusing on what others think and dare to be true to you, the real you, unapologetically, and go after what you want before time ticks away. I'm sweary, I'm direct, and I call a spade a bloody spade. Some people I've learned simply can't handle someone that says it as it is, or what they simply wouldn't dare. But this is not my problem, and what others think of you in your real is not yours. Our truths will touch raw nerves and trigger guilty consciences that will then project them back our way. They may not like what he said, but when we're speaking for the greater good, we should say what we've got to say. We can't please everyone, and why would we want to please those that go against what we stand for? Only those brave enough to make waves will be the change in this world, and I want you to make fucking waves too. Stand up for all you believe in and all you can be with integrity and grit. Never surrender to your fears or the projections coming from others. Bullshit.
Break out of your shell, meet me halfway.